Hey, what is going on, guys? Thank you for tuning in to my review of 10 Cloverfield Lane. I just saw it last night, opening night, well, not opening night, Friday night. I'm filming this on Saturday. And I want to show you my thoughts, my opinions on the film, and what my overall score is, so let's get into it. First of all, not even the movie, but just the marketing alone for this movie was spectacular. I loved how they just announced this movie like 2 or 3 months ago. It surprised everyone. I love how they kept it completely secret. The film was already completed, everything like that, when they announced it, and it was coming out really soon. And that was just a huge surprise to me and a huge shocker for everyone else. And you don't really see that a lot nowadays with movies. So now let's get into the movie. The movie itself is amazing. I loved it from start to finish. This whole movie, I'm not going to spoil it, but a very large majority takes place in this really small bunker, kind of doomsday preppers kind of bunker. And you would think a movie like that would really just get really boring, really dull, really repetitive, and just be really boring. But no, every second of this movie has so much suspense, and there's never a dull moment. Now, I'm not going to get into the plot or the summary or anything like that, because I really want you to just not know anything. I saw IGN's review, and personally, I think they gave away too much as far as the synopsis goes, even though it didn't spoil anything, major at least. I still just want you guys to just have an open mind going into this, not knowing anything. Like I did. I had no idea if the reviews were good or bad. I just went into it, and that's very rare for me. I'm usually like always on it as far as reviews go, but I just wanted to have an open mind going into this. There are only 3 actors, 4 technically, but 3 actors throughout this whole movie. Every single one of them has an amazing performance. I can't give you the main girl's name, but she has an outstanding performance, and she really carries this whole movie. And the thing I love about her is, unlike other people in more suspenseful horror movies, is she's smart. She could fix things, she can fix problems, she can problem solve, stuff like that. Personally, I wouldn't consider this a horror movie. I would consider this more of a suspense movie or a thriller. I definitely wouldn't call it an action movie, but I'd probably call it a suspense movie. There are a few jump scares here and there. The sound in this movie is absolutely amazing. I actually sat the first row, but the very back of the first kind of row in my theater, because the D-box, this is the thing that I don't like, the D-box seats are reserved, and they literally take up like 2/3 of all the seats, and they're all the best seats in the house. I got there early, but I didn't have, a D-box ticket. I've never sat in D-box. I don't want to sit in D-box. I don't want to be in a freaking roller coaster in a movie that's like this, that doesn't have a bunch of action going on. I just want to relax and sit in the seat. So I just sit in the very front. And I don't know it's because of the way I was sitting, or like the seat that I was sitting in where the noise was really loud. But with that aside, the sound in this movie is absolutely amazing. Like I said, there are a few scares, but I wouldn't call this a horror movie. There are a few jump scares, and they're not cheap jump scares. They are legit jump scares. It's not like a bird flying in a window, and it plays this really loud sound, and it's not scary. It's just a bird flying in a window. No, it is legit. It is all real. Kind of like Insidious. Now, of course, this isn't a spoiler or anything like that, but if you don't want to hear absolutely anything about the ending, click the annotation right now, and I'll leave you to my score. Okay, so at the very end, like I said, I'm not spoiling it, but J.J. Abrams himself said in an interview that they are leading up and they want to do more sequels to this franchise, and the way they set up those sequels is definitely very, very interesting. I am really, really excited to see what comes next in the Cloverfield franchise, and if it's going to be a lot like the first one and this one, or if it's going to be an all-out action movie. Like I said, I'm not going to spoil anything, just it's very, very interesting. Alright, so my review, I was thinking about this. I know literally every movie that I've reviewed, I've given a 10 out of 10. I realize that. Deadpool, Star Wars, all that, I've given 10 out of 10s because they're perfect movies. I can't find anything wrong with the movie. I'm going to be completely honest. I can't find anything wrong with this movie. It was perfect from start to finish. The pacing was good. The suspense was amazing. The soundtrack, oh my god, the soundtrack is very, very good. It definitely adds to the suspense to the film. Pays homage to The Shining in one scene, and possibly Alien in another scene. Like I said, I can't find anything wrong with this movie, so I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. Alright guys, thank you all for watching my 10 Cloverfield Lane review. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.